The pro racing community in mourning this week after the murder of three-time U.S. Auto Club champion NASCAR driver Bobby East. East was stabbed in the chest and killed at a gas station in crime-ridden California on Wednesday. Police named Trent William Millsap, who had an outstanding parole warrant, as the top suspect. A SWAT team fatally shot Millsap while attempting to apprehend him on Friday. Fox News contributor Joey Jones is here to react. Joey, you are not just a NASCAR fan. You are integrated into that NASCAR community, the pro racing community. You know, shock, I'm sure, has to be one of the emotions being felt. But how is that community internalizing this tragedy?
You know, guys, this is a community that's not a stranger to tragedy. Through the 90s, they had drivers, stars of the sport, that were killed in plane, helicopter crashes and even car wrecks on the track. And those things are incredibly tragic, but to an extent, they make sense. It's kind of like when we go to war, we die, they do something very dangerous. For one of them to die in this way, in such a completely needless way, it's beyond tragic. It's inexplicable. And, you know, you hear about it happening in Southern California. This was in Orange County, which is not L.A. County. It's a lot more conservative. You would imagine that the judicial system there is a little bit more strict. But when you hear somebody's in Southern California and they're out on parole for armed robbery, they have a parole violation with a warrant for their arrest that's standing, it makes you wonder why this person was able to do this and even, you know, free to begin with.
And NASCAR gave this statement to Fox News. NASCAR is saddened to learn of the tragic death of Bobby East. We extend our deepest and heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of Bobby, a true racer. You know, Joey, there's so many things we talk about in the news. At times can feel abstract, perhaps, if not far removed. Increasingly, that's less so, as everybody watching has experienced inflation or perhaps even, sadly, crime. But you see this now in California. It's really, I mean, the details of this, 5:51 p.m., filling up gas. What are we supposed to take away where really what used to be maybe, you know, abstract or far away is hitting closer to home for everyone?
Yeah, let me just put this in perspective, man. I went to war and took bombs apart for a living, and I survived that going wrong. Imagine if I got stabbed to death at the local convenience store 12 years later in what should be the safest country in the world.
Yeah.
Just put that in perspective. This man drove a 1,000-pound hunk of metal for a living at over 100 miles an hour, probably survived some of the worst crashes you could think of with minimal safety equipment. But this is how his life ends, at the hands of some completely useless thug who thankfully is wiped off the face of the earth now because he was fatally shot when police were trying to arrest him because he was trying to take more lives. This is completely, it's completely inexcusable that our society allows these types of people back out on the streets with a known history of trying to harm others. Armed robbery. This means he looked at someone and said, hand me your things or I will take your life. Those types of people have no place on our streets and sidewalks. They have no place in our convenience stores. They have no place among people like Bobby East, who deserve to live to be an old man, because Richard Childress, Ray Everdown, everyone I talked to that had something to say about him in the last 24 hours had nothing but positive things to say. And some completely useless life took his, and that's just, it should frustrate everyone. This isn't a Southern California problem. This isn't a New York problem. This is every major metropolis in this country problem, because we have people that don't understand how necessary it is to put violent criminals behind bars, and we have bleeding hearts who carry their emotions on their sleeve, who have nothing but empathy for bad people. Have empathy for innocent people trying to raise their family, do their job, and live their lives, and not have to face things like this.
Joey Jones, very well said. Great to talk to you this morning, Joey. Thank you for putting that into the proper perspective.
Absolutely, brother.
Take care.